Good morning, everyone. Good cold morning. Good morning. Just waiting for people to get here. Got 6 in. Good morning, everyone. Five. That's the way it's been going. I need to tighten up my mirrors. My mirror is kind of loose. See that? These top latches, wish they made them functional. Those are actually to hold your windshield down when you tip it down. Then obviously these latches are to hold the hood down. Wish they'd have made them they were functional though. Because when you flip the windshield down, it kind of flops around if you're running it with it down. And yes, his arm works with a steering wheel. Where's it at here? It's the wrong one. It's this one. It's this one. I'll show you. If I can get it turned on, fairly easy. Let's see here. Spin him around a little bit. I can get my hand in there. That's one thing about it. This button to turn this thing on is hard to get to. Can't spin it around just so I can reach it. Found it. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Watch his arm. So yes, his arm does work with the steering wheel. See the lights. Yep. Hey, what's happening? How are you, my friend? You're all my friends when you come in here. I'm just getting started. These are slated to, I got extra tires here, but these are slated to go on another vehicle, so. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just killing a little bit of time here. Close to my next milestone, so people coming in and you haven't subscribed, can you check out my channel, give me and subscribe? Be awesome. I do RC reviews, side by side trail rides with these. Do a little bit of all of it. Builds. I can show you one. For those who haven't been in here before, here you go. Here's one. This is my latest build. It's got a 20 wind turn motor. Has a gyro stabilized steering system in it. Full light kit, which ain't coming on for some reason. And stuff like that. I think it just got it plugged in wrong. If I go to this knob here, we turn it way up. Watch the front wheels. See them working? See, I'm not even. That's a gyro. The gyro kicks in and will adjust. If I turn it way up, you can see the gyro's doing that. That's not me. Then we turn our gain down. You can see it doesn't flex as much. Then we can go down even a little more. And they're just working just a little bit. You can see it. So this uses a gyro. It's based off the Axial SCX-102. And here's another deal with it. These battery packs are about an inch high. So we're 3 inches. The wheel doesn't touch. And you can see how it's flexed out in the back. And all wheels are touching. This has aluminum axle housings, metal drive shafts, aluminum rims, bead locks. The axles come from Endura. It's got differential skid plates, obviously, from Endura. They come with the axles, actually. It's 4-link suspension. Internally sprung shocks with about medium spring rates in them and 20-weight shock oil. So, Super Swamper tires. These are the IROCs right there. You can see them, IROCs. They're about $60 a set for these tires. Somebody looked them up. I got these on another truck, and I just changed them out for the other truck, put them on, put different tires on that. So, but they fit this truck really well. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, can you subscribe and ring that bell, please? It helped me out a lot. Click all, give me a like, all that stuff. So it all helps. Then that's my 41 Willys. Then on the floor here, we got a FJ40, FMS FJ40 Land Cruiser. Then I got a Traxxas TRX4 Sport sitting there. Then what you don't see is we got a Blazer from FMS. This is the 18th anniversary edition Pro Series. It's got an Outrunner brushless. It came with oil shocks and all that. I put Endura shocks on it, Endura tires and wheels, and Endura drive axles underneath it, metal axles. So then we go up here. We got my Axial Capra XC1. That's all built aftermarket stuff, everything. So, yep. We're sitting on 3 inches of batteries, and all the wheels are touching. This is a trail truck. This ain't really a rock crawler. These tires, I got tires and hubs here, adapters and shocks sitting here. These are going to go on a vehicle that's going to be here possibly tomorrow, that I'm going to be working on. So, yeah, I run lithium. These batteries are all in storage mode, so they're set for to be set around. But I run lithium ion batteries in them, lipos, 5200s. This truck will run the Willys Jeep there, or my Land Cruiser, the Blazer. Blazer runs a 3S, but they'll run on one battery just a little over an hour and 20 minutes or so, 40 minutes, something like that. We got to worry about changing out batteries. Oh, I don't. I used to run nitro. I got away from that. Too much work. I'm older. These they make electrics that run. They can be just as fast as a nitro truck and a whole lot cheaper to run. So it's cool you run nitro. I got away from that. I have yeah, they do. They make electrics that run a nitro truck. Sorry, they have electric cars that do over 100 miles an hour now. So I'm not in nitro stuff at all. These are trail trucks. These aren't designed to go fast. They're designed for power and to flex and everything else. So, yep. I do have nitro stuff. I have an airplane, a large scale 182 Skyline. That's the closest thing you find nitro in my house. I used to run them all the time. I ran the Revos. I had a Savage 21. I ran a Schumacher Menace 21 with a 3-speed that would do about 70 miles an hour. I ran, like I said, Revos, T-Maxes, and all them. And I used to do the RC car shows in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the Van Andel Arena with them. And, yeah, so I ran them. I like these much better. Oh, yeah, this is remote control. Custom built by me. Morning, Oz. How are you? I figured out, Oz, this is the time to come on. If I go later in the afternoon or any other times, I don't get people coming in. So this is the best time. No work today because yeah, I don't work anyway, but you know that. Just YouTube. I do YouTube full time. But yep, Endura axles and stuff like that. Sick as a dog. Oh, ah, crap. I don't know. We're sitting here cooped up in the house. I'm gonna have to go out eventually and get bundled up and plow some snow a little bit. But that's about it. That's all I'm gonna do today. We're hibernating, staying inside, staying warm, staying safe. Only go out if we have to. So yeah, I'm all showing this one, but I know people are liking this truck too. My little, I could say my little Willie. People like my little Willie, but this is my little Willys. It's a 6 scale from Rock Hobby. It's got working headlights. It's pretty much stock. I did go through the shocks and change the fluid out in them, the oil out in them, put lighter oil in them, pull the diffs open up the differentials, and greased them up good. Other than that, pretty much stock. Oh, I did detail work to the engine bay. I painted it up a little bit. That's about it. It has the canvas cover is optional. It's like a $20 option, but I got a deal on it. I got it for $5. So yep. So that's how it sits on there. Attaches to the windshield. You like the 4Runner? You know, I do too. I like the Jeep when I like to do just trail running, but the 4Runner, I tell you what, let's do this. We're always doing the 4Runner. Let me dig something else out here for people. I can get it out. It's big and heavy. There we go. How about the FJ40? The featured video for this it's out right now. So this is my Toyota FMS Toyota FJ40, and it's a 7 scale. So yeah, they never talk. I don't know what the deal is. We get some in there, but they don't hang around. And if they can, what they would be awesome, they get to subscribe, ring the bell, and click all. Help me out. These wheels are almost 5 inches from top to bottom. That's how big this truck is. It's got Endura tires and wheels, Endura shocks. I did the drive shaft mod, which is really can't see. Alrighty, really can't see. It's kind of hidden underneath there. It goes from the engine to the motor, I should say, to the divorce transfer case. All right, making coffee, okay. And it has a light bar, working winch on the front with a kinetic rope. I put these hooks on it. It's full light kit. The lights all work. It's got to find the right radio here. Go like this. Power it up here. Turn right on. Just down here. Open up the hood. That's where the this is the steering. This is about a 13-pound kit. Then when I do, radio here, we turn on this, there's lights. This ain't really a rock crawl, it's a trail truck. And then if I go around back, a couple hits, there's taillights. It's 4-link, it runs a 4-link. Like I say, we did the 4Runner on them. Let's see what this does. There's 2. There you go. It's got a kinetic rope on it. It's just the hook's hanging there right now. I knocked it off. Traction mats, shovel, gas can. It's got aluminum jack up there, right there sitting. Usually I have the whole top full of stuff. And it's got the offset rims on it. These are steel wheels too. And I got the RC 4-wheel drive hub on the front here. Hello, farming and gaming. How are you, Quentin? So, yep. And if I'll give you an idea of scale. Okay, this is a 6 scale. Should say 7 scale. It's not really a 6 scale. We're going to set them down. Get the batteries out of the way here. Okay. Behind it is a 6 scale. This is a 7 scale. And if we put, for reference, here's my little Capra. That's a 24 scale. Give you an idea of scale, how big these are. That's a Capra. Oh yeah, I made this this way. And this is a 24 scale Capra. There we go. There we go like that, sitting on the roof of it. Then if you compare it to a 10 scale, I'll line up the wheels. There you go. There's a 10 scale. You can see how big it is. How high it is. Oh yeah. Oh, then my lights, I can go like this. Oh yeah, it's got, we go up here. I can turn it on. There you go. It's got a working light bar too. There you go. Lights and light bar working. That light bar is actually quite bright. It does a nice job on it. Then I can flip it off in here. Just like that. Yeah, they're massive in size, and they're also massive if you want to get stuff for them. So that's a 24 scale sitting on top of it, guys. 5 inches from here to here. 5 inches. That's 5 inches. That's how these tires are. Actually, I think they're 4 point. I used to say it. I think it's 480 or something like that. It's almost 5 inches. 1.9 rims. Offset. Endura shocks that I custom sprung myself because I had to play around with spring rates with this truck. It has heavier ones in the back, believe it or not, than it does in the front. It's got green springs in the front. It's got silver or copper springs in the back. These are from Associated Cars. Stadium buggy springs is what they are. So they're 70 millimeter shock, something like that. And them being tilted forward like that, that's how this company does the shocks. The shocks are straight up and down. Then if you notice inside there, I got RC Voodoo inner fender lines that are 3D printed in it. Then we go over here. Yes, it has a full interior. Shifter, pedals, steering wheel turns with it, with the wheels. It's got an instrument cluster, the door handles, everything. It's got bucket seats in the back that fold down, jump seats. Yeah, detail. I don't know. I like the detail. And this truck is the video is up under on my channel right now under featured video, so you can actually see it run. It does pretty good. Heavy, little top heavy, but it's just like you're running a real truck. You gotta learn how to drive them. And it does have a Endura winch on the front, functioning winch with a kinetic rope. Yeah, I had a good friend of mine give me that shovel, gas cans and stuff. So, yeah. Does pretty good. The only issue I had with it was the input from the motor. The it has a planetary transmission in it, so they had a dog and a cup and a dog bone set up that goes to the divorce transfer case, because the transfer case is over here, the motor's up here, so they had to put a shaft in there. So I done away with that, and I measured it out, and I ordered it up, and I put an actual drive shaft in there. It was like, I don't know, $20 for it, and I put that in there, and now I haven't had a lick of trouble with it, so that's a weak spot. Thank you. I have other trucks. That's a 24 scale truck sitting on top of it, trying to give you an idea of scale. 8 scale. Oh, I have this is actually a 7 scale. And behind it is my 6 scale Willys Jeep from Rock Hobby. FMS and Rock Hobby are basically the same company. So this comes from FMS right here. You can get this truck on Amazon, and then the Willys is a Rock Hobby's Willys, a 41 Willys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch vehicles around. And here it is. This is my 41 Willys from Rock Hobby. The Soldiers are actually worth more than a Jeep is. The canvas top is an option, but I got a deal on. I got it for $5 from Amazon. So, well, that's cool. Who is it? Red Cat. It's got a two-stroke truck. It's like $700 out there. Problem is where I could run them here, but those things just require so much room to run them. I just got rid of the troll. You don't come in here with that crap. Keep your comments and everything else to your flipping self. It's not welcome here. Yeah, if you see something like that, if they're talking about stocks or political or anything like crap like that, just get rid of them. Uh, yeah, we don't need people in here like that. They want to come in and talk RC cars or talk to people in chat. That's fine, but be respectful. My channel's not about that. Move on. Nobody cares about you. Oh, that's fine, Oz. I got him. No, 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 no. That's not that was just a troll. If you see something like that, just you can just time them out. You go next to their thing, and you'll see three dots because you can do it now. Then, and if you go all the way down bottom, it says time them out for 24 hours. You know, I hit him from the channel, so that means he's banned from here. So, but no problem. Oh no, we do trading, but it ain't gonna come up. That stuff would not come up on a YouTube live stream. That is just somebody. It could even be a Russian bot. Disinformation and stuff like that. So we just I don't deal with it. We just get rid of them. If it ain't RC car related and they come in and say something, just get rid of them. Just that simple. If it's a friend, most of my friends know how I feel about my channel and the do's and don'ts. So if it's going to be a friend of mine, they're going to just come in and say hello. So 10-4, you betcha. But anyway, guys, yeah. So sorry about that, guys. It was just most likely a troll. Somebody spouting disinformation or trying to scare people. Don't let that bother you. And if you notice on the Jeep here, how scale it is, see these rivets around the opening? That's where they had a canvas cover they would snap on there to give them somewhat of a door. And they used to have, that's these two loops over here for, they used to put a strap across here with a snap hook. And that was the safety, that was the door. But no seat belts, obviously. Right here, these brackets, they used to have brackets come down so they could tip this windshield up and shoot through it if they had to. That's the idea of them, those little nubs. But you can see how his knee is compared to the cowl of the Jeep and how he's sitting. That is 100% accurate. They made these, this is the 41, 42 Willys. Had a Kaiser 4-cylinder in it, but they had it set up so that the cowl was at knee height, and where the windshield is in his lap, that is right. These weren't made for big guys. If you're a 6'3", 6'4" guy, it's kind of tight fit. The fuel tank is actually underneath the seat. That's that little rounded area there. That's actually the fuel tank for them. They didn't have a gas fill here. You had to tip the seat up to the seat bottom up to put fuel in it. So Then this bracket here is right. That's when you got the top down in the stored position that would hold it. Then you can see how this bracket works. And it has that little curved piece right here, and that's to capture the bows and hold them in place. They didn't have Velcro back then, so this is what they did to hold the top in place. These handles here, this one and this one here, is if the Jeep got stuck, they get a couple guys, they could almost pick the back end of this Jeep up and move it around, get it out from being stuck. So that's the idea of that. So it's pretty accurate, right down to how the canvas top goes on it. These loops right here, that is right. That is how they did it, and they had little pins that come out, and you can't see them, feel them, but you got little pins that stick out, and it just holds it in place. Your anti-aircraft light has headlights, and the headlights, you notice they're recessed in there. As what the real Jeep, what they had is they had a wing nut. It was about in this area underneath here, right about in here, and they had a wing nut. They loosened it. They could tip these headlights up, and they could turn them so they could see to work on the engine if they had to. So that's why the headlights are recessed like that. That was deliberately done. 41, the first Jeeps to go into service, they had the grill was a slat grill, they called it. It wasn't a stamped one like this, and it looked like it was just like 1x1/2 inch steel welded together to make up a grill, and it was called a slat grill. And then also when they first, if you go look at the history of them, the 41. That's why I'm saying this at 42 or better. This was done in a matte blue because they do want to do it in a color that it wouldn't stand out enough to where the enemy could take pictures of these vehicles, of the numbers on them. So they did it in like a matte blue, which is, oh crap, it's almost about that, the very tip of this battery, about that color. And they did them in a matte blue, so yeah, they flip them up, turn them on, they could work on the engine, both sides. But bear in mind, these things had 6-volt systems in them and generators. So I don't think they could run them, they could use them that long, but hopefully they could fix them quick. But yeah, shovel holders, shovels. There's nylon straps there. There's an axe in the bottom, and to hold the axe on, that's all right. Yeah, it ain't like our modern day 12-volt systems and they have now. See, we've got inner fenders on it, if you notice. The modern day systems we have now, you could run a battery a little bit longer, but yeah, these were all 6-volt. So there's guys that still have these. There's a lot of guys on YouTube that are running these on the Rubicon Trail. So, just beating the crap out of them, but they do it. They got a 3-speed transmission is all they had, but they had transfer case was high and low range, so they would put these, they do with the Rubicon as well, they put them in first gear and put it in low range, and it was almost like crawling. It would crawl over anything, so that's the idea. And these non-directional tires that like they run on here, there are actually guys that are still running these, and they consider you illegal if they see one of these Jeeps running around with a non-direction with modern tires underneath it. So, and these tires actually do work well. Even these do. They're you can see they're soft, and they are a grippy tire. So I've run it on trails, pine needles, slippery pine needles and stuff. Even in sand, they work well. So if you're new to my channel, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. I'm trying to get to another milestone, and I'm like, I don't know, 10 away. If I can get 10 people to subscribe to my channel today, it'd be awesome. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate everybody coming in. This is the best time for me to do a live stream in the mornings. I've played around with doing them, different times a day. Yesterday, I did too many live streams yesterday, and to me, this works out. For some reason, it does. I think I get people from different countries. That's why they don't comment much. They're just listening in, trying to figure out what we're saying here. Because I do get people from Malaysia and Indonesia and stuff like that coming in here. So, so this is Oz's favorite truck, my 4Runner. Yeah, well, they ran a single barrel a single barrel Carter carburetor on them. They held about 13 gallons of gas is what the Jeep held, and they had a 6-gallon can in the back. So, yeah, they could go quite a while. They weren't fast, about 60 miles an hour, wound right out. So they weren't fast, 60 mile an hour, little 3-speed in them. So, but I'd like to have one. I really would. No power steering. It was all Armstrong. No power steering whatsoever. This is accurate. These were full-time 4-wheel drive trucks. They didn't have the hub, the hubs to lock out the front end. So these were all the time 4-wheel drive too. So, and they had open differentials, and they didn't have lockers or anything like that. So they were a remote reconnaissance vehicle, if I'm saying it right, and that's what they were for. They'd use them to go from place to place, or in the convoys. The like he's driving a sergeant around right now, so driving a sergeant around, from base to base or whatever. Yeah, they actually do pretty good. The guys on the Rubicon are using them, and like I say, they got a 13-gallon tank in them, and they seem to work well. So, yep. I usually run these live streams about an hour, so we got about 14 minutes or so, then I'm going to shut it down. You believe it or not, you go to the Philippines. You can order a brand new old Willys. There's a plant in the Philippines that actually makes these, and you can get a Philippine-made Jeep. The only difference is the power plant in them is more modern. But yeah, you go to YouTube and type it in. New Willys Jeeps being made in the Philippines. They got a regular production line and everything. They actually making them, so you can get reproduction models of these. Because basically what they used on it, those for motors, was a Kaiser 4-cylinder, which is, they used the Kaisers in tractors, in cars. So that's why they did it, because it was readily available, and it was a tractor motor. So those motors there, basically, if you was to, take care of them, and they'd run all day. They never had trouble with them overheating or anything like that. A few water pump issues, but they would run all day, and they'd run them all flipping day, and the motors were like a clock. They always ran, Yep. So there are clubs out there that have these and still run them. Flat fender clubs, they call them. So what they do on some of them, they're taking these fenders off they notched the hood. They moved the fenders up. Moved the fenders up about halfway on the hood, and then they would just tack on the bottom, and they'd raise the fenders up so they could put bigger tires that they're doing now to them. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. You can find them. I restored one. I'll run you, I don't know. I'm going by what I've seen on around on YouTube and stuff. A restored one will cost you about, I don't know, 15,000, 18,000. Rough shape one, you can get them for 6, 7,000 and do your own stuff. So yeah, you can still get them. This is correct on this RC as well. Is they ran a float 40. It was I think a Dana 40 in the back, and it was a floating axle, which that's what that is. And they ran like a 30 in the front. And that's the other issue is, if you've got these trucks, you can still get parts for them. You can get axle parts. Everything is still made for them. You can still get axles and the whole 9 yards. Axles. There's some of these older Jeeps. The guys have them. They're actually putting lockers in them. They're putting smart lockers in the front, and they're putting a air locker in the back. So, yeah. But if you're new to my channel, it'd be awesome. Could you please subscribe and ring that bell for me? It'd be awesome. Help me out. You know. And if you want to comment, join the chat with me and Oz. Come on in. Don't be afraid. If you're from another country, you can use Google Translate. Do I have any fast ones? No, I don't. Not really. I do the RC trail crawling stuff more so. I used to run fast cars back in the day, but I don't know. I run these. These to me are. I'm an older guy, so these to me are more enjoyable, fun, relaxing. I was almost going to order a fast electric truck up, and I said, nah, I ain't going to do it, because then you end up having to break. They end up get broken. So no, I don't have any fast ones. My fastest one is my Blazer right there. That does maybe 20, 25 miles an hour. That's got a 21 turn. So that does 25, and that runs a 3S. So that's my fastest truck right there. Rest of these, this one here is a good peppy walk to keep up with it. So. Yeah, well, you go to the faster stuff, especially being batteries. They don't, you take it out and you go, wee, this is fun. About 15 minutes, you went through a battery. I can charge this and run this on a 2S LiPo, which is the Jeep runs on, and I can go out and run it for an hour and a half. Don't even have to worry about batteries. I carry an extra battery with me because I don't want to physically carry the truck back, but I carry a battery with me. Even carrying a soldier's, there's weight it's carrying. And, yeah, hour and a half easy. And I still have plenty of battery to get it back home. So, yep. I think if you had to push it, this thing would run about 2 hours on a battery. So. Yeah, a friend of mine has a Slash, and I just redid his shocks for him. I have a truck here that has the gyro system. I don't know if you saw it, but I told him he needs to change the radio system out and put that in there. Yeah, 15 to 45. Yeah, yeah. This thing here, if I run it really fast, I mean, it's scale. I mean, it runs scale speeds. Uh, I still get over an hour. So, yep. If you're new to my channel, if you guys will, if you're new to my channel, I'm 68 years old guy. If you're new to my channel, if you will, it'd be awesome. Just awesome. If you could like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. It helped me out. I'm a nice guy. If you notice, you don't hear or see bad language going on in here. I'm a wholesome channel. I run this channel with the understanding that there may be a 15-year-old, 14-year-old young man watching or participating in it. You know, so you don't hear no bad language from out of me or anything like that, or out of my people that are chatting with me. So do that, it'd be awesome. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of room here. I could run them. The campground across the street from me, a friend of mine owns it, and he has a track over there, and he has an X Max, and even with that big track that he's got over there, it's just too much. He runs his X Max on 6S batteries, and that thing just. He said he asked me to drive it one day, and I made one pass with it, and I said it was just too scary. I'd be afraid of breaking it. You get a truck that big and that much speed, and if you do something wrong, which he did, he broke uh, all four back shocks on it. Last time he took it out, that's $150 for two shocks, and he's going to replace all the shocks on it. So he's talking $600 for shock absorbers for it. So it's like, yeah, yeah. This Jeep, somebody's did it on YouTube. They ran this on 3S, and even that 3S, it was still too much. I don't know. I don't want to run it till it lasts. And he did it in 3S, and what he first thing he did is he broke the front end, the front spindle on it. So yeah, 2S is plenty. This runs at 3S. Actually, it runs this battery right here. This is what the Blazer runs in it, 3S 5000. And you run that Blazer on 2S and you put this in there, it's a night and day difference. But you can see what the connector looks like. But this battery's set for storage mode right now. It's I got it put down for storage. Yeah, well, that's what my friend does with his X Max. He had to put radial tires underneath it because the stock tires, when you nail it, they were spinning so fast that they were literally blowing apart on it. So yeah, he put a radial tire. They make a radial tire for him, and he put that on there to help stop that. And even then, there's no guarantee that it won't just balloon up and blow the tires apart on it. So uh, you know, I don't really get it why you want to have a truck that fast. Uh, I would like the Traxxas. Oh my god, it's like $600, and that will run a two 4S batteries in it. And there's video. I can't think what it's called. UBT something. It's a looks like a desert racer. Anyway, um, that would be the only truck that I would consider getting, which I've been looking at. All right, I swear, my wife does the same thing to me, dude. You never know. But yeah, Got 13 in here. Thank you very much for coming in, guys. If you're new to my channel, it helped me out a lot. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. Um, uh, I got stuff ready for my next build, which I'm going to record it, and I may do it live while I'm doing it as well. I haven't decided. That's why I got these tires. I got some shocks sitting there. I got some adapters, and it's gonna be. I think it'll be kind of cool build, and that truck should be here either tomorrow or the day after. So, but it'll be cool. But yeah, can help me out. Subscribe, ring that bell, click all. I'm not doing a telethon type thing to get subscribers. If you don't want to, I'm not going to bust your chops for it. But you know, it's like I appreciate everybody that subscribes to my channel. Without you guys, I would not have a channel. So yeah, I got a friend of mine was up here. Well, he's camping across the street. He had one, and it was a cool truck, but the same thing. The tires couldn't keep tires on it, and he broke it. Got it all. He just got it fixed, bring it up here, and he put new control arms on it, and he got it fixed, made one pass with it, and broke control arm. So, and you know, people want to go fast, but sometimes, to me, I can take this truck, take this truck out and run it, and I can go walking pace, and I'm sit there, run the truck. I don't, you know, I'm not concerned with what's going on in the world right now. I'm just kind of hanging out, chilling, relax. It's relaxing for me just to walk around. And plus, my doctor likes it when I do that. Wants me to be active at least a half hour a day. Well, if I do this out, do a video, I'm walking 4 or 5 miles with this truck. So, you know, I'm going to take it over to Lake Michigan at some point. Well, it's winter right now in the spring, and they got a lot of sand dunes over there. I'm going to take that and a couple other trucks and do some videos over there with him. So, because I'm in the west side of Michigan, where I'm from. So, yeah. Yeah. For too long, guys, I'm going to be backing out of here. Sometimes what I do is I'll do one now, and a couple hours from now, I may do a second live stream. That seems to work. Yesterday, I did it my first live stream late in the afternoon, and I think it flew the analytics from YouTube right out of the belt because I had hardly anybody coming in. So exactly. Um, I mean, this thing here is. I haven't had any issue with any of my trucks as far as gearing. Uh, Taking out gears. This truck here, when I put the metal axles underneath it, I had to re-gear the motor. I had to drop it down 2 teeth, but other than that, which in turn it makes the motor whine a little louder now, but it's still run about 40 minutes, 40 minutes to an hour plus. So this will start its life as a legendary Grando. Hello, Oz. And I rebuilt the whole truck because the Grando is a clone of the Axial SCX-102. So for Christmas, if you want to just get your truck that you can build off from, get one of them. I think they're $157 right now for that truck. And it comes with a battery, a charger, a radio, the truck, The truck has a two-speed transmission, a working winch, light bar works, because this is a light bar off the Grando, actually. Light bar works. It comes with a snorkel, mirrors, and everything for that. So it'd be a good starter truck for somebody. I use fine tooth gears in these, which are basically electric street cars. Yeah. So this has got fine tooth gears. The coarse gears, if I was running coarse tooth gears in these, this truck especially, you get so much flipping gear noise. This thing, as it is, sounds like it's got a turbo in it when you run it, because the motor winds so high. But no, but it works good. I've always, so that'd be my recommendation. Of all the trucks I bought, if somebody wants to get into the RC hobby and they don't have a whole lot of money, look at the legendary Grando. They make one in teal. It's a green and white. Then they make one that's called the Grando, which is orange and it's got the Grando name on it and all that. You can get that one, and you can always rebody it if you want to change it out like I did here. But that truck right out of the box, the gear mesh and everything, because they do run a fine tooth gears in them, was so flipping quiet, and it was a great truck. The only issue with it is it's sprung kind of stiff, so you need to play around with springs at some point. But it's hobby grade, so you can go ahead and take that truck, and you can put these shocks on it. You can, whatever you want to do to it. You can put these tires on it, and wheels, so you can change it out and make it your own. These 4-link bars, these are the actual legendary Grando 4-link bars, so. Factory cut wobble. Oops. Yeah. And don't do like a lot of people do. A lot of guys were putting metal spur gears in them. You know, you put a metal spur gear in a plastic. Well, that plastic gear, believe it or not, is going to wear out that metal spur gear. It'll just wear the teeth right off it. So just keep them all plastic. It keeps the gear noise down, and it's cheaper to repair them. So it isn't perfect. Yeah. But you can go to Amazon for about, I don't know, less than $20, probably get you another one to replace it. But I reckon, guys, I've been on here 65 minutes. I'll be back and out of here. Oz, thanks for coming in. Bradley, thank you for commenting. I appreciate you, man. Next time you come in, Bradley, I'll give you a wrench. And thanks everybody for coming in. I'm going back out of here. And to get bundled up. I got to go out and push snow around. So I'll see you guys later. I'll be back maybe in a couple hours. So depending on if I feel like it or not. So thanks, guys, for coming in. And just remember, if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. And yeah, well, this has a brass pinion with a plastic spur gear. So that's what I'm running in this one. So, yep. Everybody, thanks for coming in. Oz, thanks for coming in. I'll see everybody on my next live. Couple hours, maybe. Bye-bye for now. God bless. And for me to you, have an awesome day if you don't come back. And hug somebody, be nice. There's too much right now. People not liking each other in the United States here. We got to get back to where we're liking each other. And you have a great day, Oz. I will see you later. Bye-bye for now, and God bless.